Welcome to a ruined chapel by moonlight. I'm your host, Bertold Gambrel. And today I'm reviewing Bone Elixir by Carrie Rubin. This is the third book in the Benjamin Orris series. I reviewed the previous installments here and here. If you haven't read those books yet, be warned that there are certain plot elements of this I can't discuss without giving away information about the earlier books. Bone Elixir begins when Ben Orris learns he has inherited a hotel from his great-aunt Clara. Ben, who has his hands full with raising his son and working as an orthopedic surgeon, hardly needs this, but over his holiday break, he decides to go check the place out. The Abigail Inn is a venerable old building in western Massachusetts. As it's closed for the season, initially the only people there are Ben, the hotel manager Mandy, and her young son Jake. But as Ben makes the rounds of his new property, he begins to find things like hidden rooms containing very old books of unsettling legends and fairy tales. Among these are handwritten notes and demonic drawings. There is also a mysterious room in the basement that adds to the feeling of unease. Soon, Ben's grandparents, Frederick and Elizabeth L. Claxwell, arrive. They are a charming couple and delighted to meet their grandson, from whom they had been long separated due to their estrangement with Ben's mother, Harmony. Despite Ben's reluctance, they encourage him to keep the hotel in the family. And Ben finds part of himself wanting to as well, since it's certainly a picturesque old place, and once his lover Lorette arrives to spend the week with him, it becomes in many respects very pleasant. Still, there are odd things. People in the nearby town regard the place with suspicion, particularly a local bookshop owner and the town mystic. The latter is an eccentric woman mockingly dubbed Anna Bananas, but nevertheless her warnings about the hotel set Ben on edge. That's the setup. From there, let me just say it's a good old-fashioned gothic horror story, full of family secrets, ghosts, long-concealed crimes, and nightmarish horrors from realms unknown and unknowable. In the tradition of any good haunted house story, it's slower paced than the first two books, which moved at a breakneck speed. This one is more of a gnawing dread that gradually builds to a crescendo. It's probably just because of my love for gothic horror, but this is definitely my favorite book in the series. It reminded me of some of the best Lovecraft stories, particularly The Case of Charles Dexter Ward. It's creepy and atmospheric and full of good lines. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Rubin has a Chandler-esque gift for turning a phrase. For example, his new role as her boss fit about as well as Spanx on a horse. Now isn't that a vivid image? I recommend the entire Ben Orris series, and this book is a perfect capstone to it. That said, you don't have to read the whole series to enjoy this one, I don't think. Or maybe that's just because we're so close to October 31st, and this, in my opinion, is such a perfect Halloween read. I think everyone should give it a try. I read it in one day because I couldn't put it down once I started. So if you get it at the time this post is published, and your schedule allows, you should be able to finish by Halloween, and if you do, I think you'll be in the right mood for the holiday.